Hey everyone, it's been a little while. It's been a long few weeks, or I guess close to a month. I don't even know when the last video was. I haven't been out here much at all. We had weeks and weeks and weeks of like 100 degrees, 97, 99, 98. This old lady was tired with this garden. It turned into be quite a disaster. It got way out of control. And then, you know, we got the 2 bags of corn from the Amish, and all that had to be put up. So then I went back and got more 2 bags of purple whole peas, so they had to be done. And then I had to sit down and figure out what I was going to do with the garden now. I pulled a lot of stuff up, everything pretty much, and I had to decide if I was going to replant or not. So I've got a clip in here that I'm going to add behind this of about a week ago. I filmed it about a week ago. And then I have another clip I'm fixing to do right now that I'll put on after that of what I've done so far and what it looks like. So it does look better. And of course I wasn't showing you the first clip without having a second clip, because I just wasn't going to do that, because it was such a disaster. But now that I've worked it out some, I'll show it to you now. But I do have plans to be on here more now that this is under control. So I hope you'll support the channel still. And let me get this going, and I'll do a short video for you. Thanks for coming in. Please like and subscribe. Hey guys, it's Friday the 9th. And I will show you what a disaster this garden is. It's not liking the heat, and it's totally out of control. I pulled up a bunch of stuff, and I'm probably pulling up a whole bunch of more stuff. Look at that, and this was watered last night. Look at that squash, and it was watered last night. It's been in the 90s, high 90s, but it's supposed to be in the 80s all this week, so maybe it'll get a break. The cantaloupe look horrible. They're coming up, but I did get 5 out of there. And look what I planted. I planted me some gladiolus. I know I was supposed to do it at the beginning, so they might bloom, they might not. And right there, I kid you not, look at this. Look at this. Look how high that had gotten. Those were wax beans until the deer found them. And people wonder why people hunt. Anyway, I got some deer repellent. So they're probably all coming up, because some of the buds are there, but they look like they're drying up. And over here, I had about waist high or whatever green beans, and the deer decided they wanted these too. So maybe some deer repellent will keep them away. And of course, I'm not going to show you this disaster till I get it cleaned up, and then I'll attach that to this. I wouldn't dare put this video out by itself. But I'll see you in a second on here, but it might take me a day or two. Okay, we're out here. It's about 7:15 in the evening. It's Monday the 19th. And we got our little buckets of zinnias. I keep cutting them every day. Every day I get a few more little ones. And I just pick them and put them in the windowsill. They're the dwarf ones. They don't get big. Now these are the peppers we had. I left them. They seem to be doing okay. I'm not pleased that they're not very big. But they're loaded down. They have a bunch on them. So I'll get what I can get from them, and we'll see. They seem to still be doing okay. The okra is looking kind of thin and spindly, but it's still putting out, and I'm still cutting from it. They still got blooms coming up. See the blooms in the okra? I can usually pull okra off of here. Every day. I've got, I think, I looked in the freezer today and I've got like 7 quarts of frozen okra. So it's done, and it's only 2 rows. So it's done good. This is the bed that had wax beans. And those are now turnip greens coming up. This is the bed that had green beans, and it now has beets coming up. I think just about everything I planted is cool weather, except I am going to plant some more green beans and wax beans. They'll either make it or they won't before frost. This bed, I put wax beans in today. This bed has nothing in it, except these marigolds that are probably just going to get pulled all up. And I'm probably going to put some extra some extra green beans in this bed. This bed I put some more squash in, because I hasn't grown any zucchini squash yet. So I'm going to grow zucchini, which is what I have in the front bed, but anyway. These are the jalapeno peppers. They're still putting out pretty good. They'll probably do better since I got all the weeds from around them. Look at them all. I just wish they'd get fatter. So that's what we've got with that. This is the bed where all the cantaloupe were. Remember how nasty that was? And it had gone over to this bed. Well, let's see. Let me think. It's written down in the house. This is green peas. And this is green peas. Yes. And this bed here, I put more turnips in. Because, you know, they're only 4x4 beds. So, that's probably about 2 meals, maybe, of turnips. You know how they could cook down like spinach. And the little Tabasco peppers are just doing their thing. And the oregano. All that stuff's just hanging out here. Nothing exciting's going on. They didn't do very good this year. At all. And this bed is where I had the gladiolus. There's another squash coming up. And look how big this squash has gotten. There's another one. And I'll show you that from a distance in a minute. But there is a zucchini down there. There's a couple, but you can see that one. So, it's working. And this bed had the tomatoes and the broccoli and cauliflower and all that mess. And this had the green beans that were really high that the deer ate. And that bed over there is the one that had the wax beans that all the deer ate up. So this bed now here is got all spinach in it. And that's how big that squash is. That's a pretty squash. So it's much more under control. It looks much better. So we'll see what we do. I don't know if you call this garden round 2 or what, but that's basically what it is. But this was a lot of work and a lot of heat. So that's where we are today. This is the 19th. I've got all of September, some of October. I think our first frost is estimated at October 20th. So that'll be enough time for the green beans and the wax beans if they come on up, and if I can keep the deer away from them. But I have some deer repellent, so I'm just spraying everything with deer repellent, or around everything with deer repellent once it starts coming up. If they eat it, they eat it. There's nothing I can do. It's been a pretty good haul. I'm going to do an inventory and see how many cans of everything I have, because I am still eating some canned stuff from last year. So I haven't even touched my canned stuff for this year. So maybe that's what I'll do in my next video, is tell you how many cans of this I got and how many cans of this I got. Because I put up pork roast, remember? And I put up chili. And I put up corn. I put up green beans. I put up carrots. I put up potatoes. I put up the purple whole peas. So I mean, this is only my second year canning. So I'm starting to like it. It's not hard at all. It's just a little time consuming. But I'm done with the Amish, I think. All they're going to have coming in now is pumpkins, and I don't care nothing about a pumpkin. And we'll see what the turnips and the... Oh, I was going to put in some carrots somewhere. I don't know where, but I'm sure I'll find some empty spots. Actually, the carrots can hang out through the winter. So maybe in another week or two, I'll pull out these okra, because there's nothing on the other side of the okra but some marigolds. So maybe I'll pull up some okra, that okra up, and put carrots in that bed. And I can probably put some carrots in front of those squash, around the edges maybe. Something. Or there's an empty spot, if I'm not mistaken. I got some... I hate to see empty dirt, okay? I hate to see empty dirt. So I can probably throw some carrots in here. That's a pretty good empty spot. I can pull those marigolds up and just put, like, I don't know, you could probably get several dozen carrots out of there in that spot. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. But, see, that's where the okra is. I didn't do this bed yet. That's where the okra is and the marigolds. So, I got 7 quarts of okra. I don't need any more okra. I don't like okra, except for gumbo and soup and sliced up and fried, crispy fried. But other than that, that's the only way I like it. I don't like no stewed okra and tomatoes. I think that's nasty. Okay, so that's where we are right now. We'll see where this goes. Maybe it'll be less work if the cooler nights, maybe the weeds won't grow so fast for me. But I'll see y'all later. I think I'm going to do, I've got 2 reviews lined up. I need to just do them. And then I'm almost done with my crumb case. I just need to do it. The crumb case will be live. One of the reviews will be live, and one of them will be just put out here. So, have a good week, everyone. I'll talk to you later. Bye.